What's up YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. And welcome to another episode of WWE's Biggest Issue. As you guys can tell, yes, I brought my book out with me. Let's be real. Last night's Hell in a Cell premium live event was fucking ass. I think the only two matches that literally saved the whole card were the Raw Women's title match and the main event. That's it. Those are the only two that saved this match. That saved this card. So for today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a review as far as what happened last night and reveal if there could have been a different outcome. So we are going to kick things off with the triple threat match for the Raw Women's title, which was between the champion Bianca Belair and the challengers Asuka and Becky Lynch. And before we get started, if you guys enjoyed this episode and you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue, which get posted every Monday, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss out on future content. And as always, make sure you guys follow me on my social media. The links will be in the description, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, let's get straight into it. Obviously, the first match was the triple threat match for the Raw Women's title between Bianca Belair and, of course, Becky Lynch and Asuka. This was a rather interesting matchup because obviously Becky Lynch had a lot of respect for Asuka after she had gave the Raw Women's title to Asuka back in 2020. She had to do that because she was pregnant at that point. So the respect was there. She came back in 2021 last year, became SmackDown Women's Champion in 26 seconds by defeating Bianca. WrestleMania, Bianca wins the Raw Women's title from Becky Lynch. Asuka comes back after literally almost a year away from WWE, and now this happens. I'm gonna be honest, this was probably by far the most weird match of the card, but it was one of the main matches that a lot of people wanted to see. They wanted to see Ow, my hair! Long hair problems, everybody. Long hair problems. Anyway. Sorry, guys. Yeah, long hair problems, everyone. Long hair problems. So, obviously, when it comes to triple threat matches, no countouts, no DQ, only way to win is by pinfall or submission. First person to do so becomes champion. In this case, it ended up being Bianca Belair because, well, Becky Lynch had hit Asuka with a massive move on Asuka. Belair threw Lynch out of the ring and pinned Asuka to retain the Raw Women's title. But the question becomes, could there have been a different outcome? The answer is yes, there could have been a different outcome. Had Becky Lynch had stopped the count, Becky Lynch would have been Raw Women's Champion hands down. There's no denying that Becky Lynch could have regained the Raw Women's title. But if she didn't get involved and Asuka kicked out, Asuka probably would have been champion, in my honest opinion. But I must admit, this was a rather unique matchup because, again, Lynch is in a rivalry with Asuka and Bianca. Bianca and Asuka individually are in a rivalry with Becky Lynch. So it was only right. I don't know if you guys can see, but there it is. I had to put it towards the camera. My hair came out. A strand of my hair came out. Anyway, again, I feel like there could have been a different outcome. If I had to determine who would win it, I would probably have to say Becky Lynch, because there was no way in hell Asuka was going to come back from the attacks that she had gotten at the hands of Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair. So with this matchup, I would definitely give it 3 stars. It was an incredible match. Don't get it twisted, but the way the match ended was kind of hilarious, and it got me thinking that maybe Bianca Belair could turn heel. Maybe we might see a Bianca Belair heel turn for the first time in years, because if you guys remember, when she was a part of NXT, the fans may have cheered for Bianca Belair, but she was a full-fledged heel, 100%. Next up, we have the handicap match between the almighty Bobby Lashley and the team of MVP and Omos. This is Bobby Lashley we're talking about here. I feel like, yeah, you know what? I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. Yeah, there could have been a different outcome had Cedric Alexander not have gotten involved. MVP and almost would have won that one easy. They would have won that easy. And I don't know if Cedric was really meant to help MVP and Omos, or if he meant to help Bobby Lashley, but it helped Lashley make MVP tap out to the Hurt Lock, and that was it. But I feel like had Cedric Alexander not have gotten involved, and Omos was present in the match, Omos would have beat the living hell out of Bobby Lashley, and MVP and Omos would have won that match easy. I'm only gonna give this one 2 stars simply because it was good, but it just wasn't there. It just didn't feel right for them to put this match on a card like Hell in a Cell, unless if the match was inside Hell in a Cell. Then you know what? Yeah, maybe, but in my opinion, the rivalry is done. The rivalry between Lashley and, of course, MVP and Omos, it's done. It is 100% done, unless if MVP says, we ain't done. We ain't done yet. Which, knowing MVP, he'll probably say that, so. Next up, we have Kevin Owens versus Ezekiel. I'm only giving this 2 stars. This match sucked. This match sucked. Giving Ezekiel his first loss as a singles competitor, it was just horrible. I'm not even gonna say anything else. Could there have been a different outcome? No. Actually, you know what? Maybe. There could have been a different outcome after 2 knee strikes and 2 elbows. Maybe a third. Maybe a third knee strike and a third elbow probably would have given Ezekiel the victory, but nope. I'm only giving this one 2 stars. This one was just horrible. Next up, we have a 6-person mixed tag team match between all 3 members of the Judgment Day: Rhea Ripley, Edge, and Damian Priest against the team of Liv Morgan, Finn Balor, The Prince, and the phenomenal AJ Styles. This was a rather unique matchup, I have to admit, but this was a match to determine 3 things. Number 1, it was a match to determine if all 3 members of Judgment Day can truly coexist, because let's be real, they've never teamed up together at all. In an environment like this, they've never teamed up together, and they gelled perfectly. The second, it was to determine which of the Live Club, I think was as the fans called them, which member would join Judgment Day. The answer was none of them. And the third was basically the match to determine if if Edge is truly right. You know, if Edge is truly right, is there, you know, is there, you know, if there are truly anybody on Raw or SmackDown or even NXT or whatever that would be willing to join Judgment Day, and so far there hasn't been any at all. But I must admit, this matchup was actually not too bad. It was not too bad. I know when I said, you know the triple threat match and the main event, but this one was another one that I feel like truly was another one that truly saved the whole card. But I'm giving this one 3 stars because even though Judgment Day did win, it proved that Styles, Balor, and Liv could have won. But could they have won? Yes. How? Simple. Rhea Ripley not getting involved. Plain and simple. You know, Priest knocked out Cole. Rhea Ripley knocked out Cole. Balor hits Edge with a coup de grace. Styles, Balor, and Liv win. That would have been the ultimate humiliation for Judgment Day, but instead, Rhea Ripley did get involved. Edge hit Balor with a spear to pick up the victory for the Judgment Day. So again, three stars easy. Next up, we have Madcap Moss versus Happy Corbin in a no-holds-barred match which was announced this past Monday on Raw. And I have to admit, this was unique. The way the match ended was just bittersweet for Moss, but there was really no other way this match could have ended. Literally, there was no alternate way this match could have ended. I'm only giving this one 2.5 stars. Madcap Moss may have picked up the victory, but let's be real here. This was just a sleeper. I mean, for one, Corbin decided to fuck with the fans in Chicago and not bring out any tables, because we all know, when it comes to WWE in Chicago, Chicago loves tables, and they want to see people get through. They want to see people go through tables. Not with this no-holds-barred match. Never came to pass. But yeah, I'm not even gonna justify how bad this match was. Next up, but I can tell you that Corbin was indeed sent to a hospital. The same injuries that Madcap Moss suffered, Corbin has also suffered as well. And who knows how long he'll be out for? Who knows? Usually with injuries like that, you're out 3-4 months. Drew McIntyre had the same injury back, earlier this year. Came back at the Royal Rumble. Moss suffered it. Came back just literally almost about the same time. About a month later. It's just, there was no words to describe it, honestly. But again, there really was no other way the match was gonna end. There was really no other way. But that being said, we move on to the second title match of the card, which was the only second, which again the Raw Women's title in this match were the only two titles defended. Theory, Mustafa Ali for the United States title. This one, I'm gonna be honest, I'm giving this one 2.5 stars because Mustafa Ali put up a huge fight, put up a hell of a fight against Theory, but it just it just wasn't enough for Ali to pick up a victory because Theory hit Ali with the move that he calls A-Town Down. Originally, I believe it was originally known as the ATL, the Austin Theory launch, but it's now known as A-Town Down. But he ends up retaining the United States title. Who knows what the future holds for Ali? But I'm giving this one 2.5 stars. This one was just absolutely it was pretty good. It was a match to. It was a match that Theory, that both these men need to win, because if Ali won, obviously he would win his very first ever championship in WWE since coming to WWE in 2017. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 5 years. So no, take that back. 16, 6 years. Ali has been in WWE for 6 years. 6 years. Across Raw, SmackDown, NXT, 205 Live. Not a single title. This proves that apparently there are some people who don't want to see Ali as champion. Why? I couldn't tell you. But we move on to the main event. Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Hell in a Cell. I'm just in shock with. I'm still in shock with the torn pectoral tendon from last night. Viewer discretion is advised. I don't know how the hell Cody Rhodes was able to pull it off. But, I'm gonna be honest, he is one tough son of a bitch. I'm just gonna be real on that. I'm just being real. You know, Cody Rhodes is a tough son of a bitch, and my brother just texted me. Hang on, guys. My brother just texted me. There we go. Anyway. Again, he's one tough son of a bitch. For a guy like him to go out there inside Hell in a Cell and pick up a victory, that's impressive. That is impressive. This proves that Cody Rhodes is a fucking machine. And get this. Get this. This match lasted damn near 25 minutes. Cody Rhodes went into that match and 25 minutes later walked away with the victory. This match right here, this Hell in a Cell match, was probably by far the greatest Hell in a Cell match since WrestleMania 28. Yeah. When Triple H battled The Undertaker inside Hell in a Cell, which was the end of an era, this match right here is on that level. I'm giving this one 5 stars easy. This one was an incredible match, and aside from the Raw Women's title match and of course the 6-person mixed tag, this match right here literally saved the entire card. But I'm only giving the show itself 3 stars. Again, the card was decent. You know, I mean, come on. 2 title matches, a Hell in a Cell match, and a no holds barred match. And then the rest of the matches was just like, you know, they were just like whatever, you know. But if I had to pick, if I had to create the perfect Hell in a Cell card, obviously I would have kept, you know, the whole you know, the whole Morgan Styles Balor versus Judgment Day, the Hell in a Cell match, and the Raw Women's title match, I would have kept those easy. I would have replaced Lashley versus Omos and MVP with... Yeah, I probably would have replaced it with Ronda Rousey versus Natalya for the SmackDown Women's title. Kevin Owens versus Ezekiel. I don't know. That's kind of a hard one. I probably would have done Ricochet versus Gunther for the Intercontinental title. As far as the match with Theory and Ali, I probably would have kept it and then just have Ali win it. And then for Moss and Corbin, keep the match but put it inside Hell in a Cell. That's just my opinion anyway. But again, with the Hell in a Cell match, could there have been a different outcome? Yes, there could have been. Had the match have gone Seth Rollins' way throughout the whole match, he would have won easily. In fact, I think if Seth Rollins had completely, had done even more damage to Cody's arm, Seth freaking Rollins would have won easily. But that brings me to the question of the day. What were you guys? And the same question I asked last night. What are your guys' thoughts on the Hell in a Cell card? What are your guys' thoughts? Let me know down in the comments below, and that will do it for this episode of WWE's Biggest Issue. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want to see more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue, which get posted every Monday, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you guys do not miss out on any new content that comes your way. And as always, make sure you guys are following me on Twitter and on Instagram. All the links will be down in the description below. And if you guys have any fan mail that you guys want to send me and you guys want me to open it up on the channel, all the info will be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.